Madre, John, Ned, and Juanito sitting in my hospital bed in Asheville, North Carolina, Mission Hospital. I got moved to a private room yesterday, and I have a view of the mountains, which makes me super, super, super happy. I'm also still quite sick with the uterine tract infection, and that's a challenge that I'm dealing with. The thing that just made me really, really happy is my friend Susan Campbell texted me that she wants to come see me in the hospital, and on Sunday it tends to be really slow, and she is a dream. She's just an amazing, amazing person. And I promised just now that I would commit to video 2 stories about Susan. So I'm going to do one of them right now, which has to do with the Namaste bow, where spiritually oriented people who believe that each of us is divine by essence do a bow where when 4 years I studied with Thich Nhat Hanh, and I went to 2 long retreats with him in beautiful places. And when you met one of your meditating friends on the path, you would stop and do this deep bow of reverence to the other person. And what you're saying is, the part of me that's divine salutes the part of you that's divine. And I want to tell a story about that happening between Susan and I, because she is, her divine essence is so on display just on a routine basis. She is a Asheville Movement Collective ecstatic dance teacher. She's gorgeous and so sweet and so loving to people. And I had the good fortune of going to one of her dances on Wednesday. Just today is Sunday, just a few days ago. And so we were reconnected. 2 of her dances were the 2 I used to go to at the end of my time in Asheville. So the story I want to tell about her, it happens all the time. This continues to happen between us. But it was after one of her dances 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, something like that. I said to her after the dance, "Susan, you're a goddess." And it's just reflecting the truth. I was just speaking the truth. You are a goddess. And instead of just simply saying, "Thank you for noticing," that's great. Because another AMC woman teacher who's very much a goddess had responded that way. "Thank you for getting it. I appreciate that." So that's a wonderful way to respond. What Susan did, she took it further. She looked me straight in the eye and said, "Well, then you're a god." And I thought, sat with that for a moment and said, "Yeah, thanks. Good, I appreciate it." So there we were, God and goddess, saluting each other, getting how wonderful the other is. What a moment. What a moment. We're liable to have a moment like that this afternoon. And all of us can. All of us can. All it takes is to drop out of the rat race, drop out of all the judgments we have, drop out of the competition and the comparison. And if we really open ourselves to the person in front of us, in almost every case, unless they're misbehaving and they need to be spanked, which sometimes is true, otherwise, again and again and again, I've had it happen with several staff, right down to Nick who wheeled me here from the ER yesterday, where one way or another you look at that person and say, "You're great. You're great." Whether you use terms like God or goddess, doesn't matter. If all you're saying is, I had an experience with a nurse, a nurse technician here this morning, CNA, that I can't say because it's a little naughty. But basically, I said to her, "You still got it, babe." So whether you're saying I salute the God in me salutes the goddess in you, or whether you're saying you still got it, say it. Say it. Don't hold it back. Say it. Sell it. lay it out there, put it right there where they can hear it, where they can see it, where they can't escape it. Yeah, that's what we're here for. That is what we're here for, is to do exactly that, to reflect that back to people and to remember it about ourselves. Yeah. Okay.